Today, we're talking about why I both love and hate cyber assessment frameworks. Let's get after it. Cyber's quite a broad waterfront. It's quite multidisciplinary, and there's lots of different plates to spin to keep things going effectively. And so organizations have created cyber assessment frameworks, maturity frameworks, these frameworks that help organizations in their cybersecurity. Some typical examples of this include in the States, the NIST cybersecurity framework, the NIST CSF. Here in the UK, we have the NCSC's cyber assessment framework, the CAF. In Canada, they've got the CSC Top 10, so the top 10 controls. I think a lot of people think that ISO 27001 is a cybersecurity framework, cyber assessment framework. It's not. It's an information security framework, and it's used specifically to help organizations build good information security management systems. It's not really specifically about cybersecurity. In my opinion, information security is a subset of overall cybersecurity. Just my opinion. Now, why do I love them? I love them because I think they can act as an excellent aid memoir to look at the entirety of the cybersecurity kind of framework and say, what are the varying aspects that we need to make sure that we're putting in place? And if used effectively, they are an excellent catalyst for conversation. They can be used to catalyze the right conversations in the organization to make sure that cyber is being managed effectively. Why do I hate them? Well, there's quite a few reasons, but they really bubble up to one main reason, which is I think they're broadly misused by most organizations. And how do I mean? Well, I think a lot of organizations will view them as a tick boxing exercise, and they're not really invested in trying to actually make their organization better. They're invested in getting a good score on a framework, which that's the wrong kind of approach. I think a lot of organizations will use them to snapshot cybersecurity at a point in time, but then stick that system in a drawer and forget about it for a while. And as I said in a previous video, cybersecurity is a chronic issue, not an acute issue. I think some organizations will use these frameworks and as kite marks to say on marketing material, look how great we are at cybersecurity. ISO 27001 is famous for this. You stick ISO 27001 at the bottom and you can say, hey, look, we're cyber secure. You should give us your millions. It's not a great motivation for cybersecurity. It's not a great way of approaching the problem. And then finally, I think a lot of organizations, these frameworks are designed to enable people who have a bit of understanding of how to interpret the language that's coming across and then apply that effectively through nuance for the organization that's specifically in front of them. I think a lot of organizations don't necessarily have that skill. Therefore, they kind of view the language in these frameworks as dogma. And that dogma then results in a rigidity in implementation that makes it hard for the organization to then A, use those controls effectively, but also B, to be able to trade and move with pace and agility. So using these frameworks can enable your organization to get on with the business without the worry of cybersecurity kind of hanging over your head, but only if used effectively. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Leave a comment in the comments below if you'd like. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, look out for each other. I'm out. Have a great day.